Well, New York City is moving forward with a plan to give prepaid debit cards to migrant families, despite criticism from some city leaders. The pilot program initially handing out cards to 115 migrant families with children. The eligible families had to sign affidavits agreeing that the roughly $350 per week will only be used at grocery stores, bodegas, or convenience stores and can only be spent on food and baby supplies. Now, proponents say this is a better system and that there are protections in place to prevent fraud. So joining me now is New York City Republican Councilman David Carr. Councilman, thank you so much for your time. First of all, are these debit cards essentially any different than providing migrant families with actual food and supplies outright?
Thank you for having me. And the answer is no. There's no difference whatsoever. We've been providing as a city support to migrant families for well over 18 months now in the form that you're talking about, donations, food in the shelters that we've set up to the tune of, tens of millions, if not billions of dollars on the city's dime. And now we're just kind of making it worse by giving out these prepaid debit cards. It's absolutely a travesty.
And Councilman, that's what I want to talk about, because there are critics, and there are critics on both sides of the aisle who point to the potential for waste, point to the potential for fraud. Is that a valid concern?
Without a doubt. I mean, the fact that this was a no-bid contract is a huge problem, because not only is it a waste of taxpayers' money to be giving these cash handouts basically to migrants, many of whom may be here illegally. It's also insult to injury, because they may not be getting the best value for money. We could have had a company that maybe did this for cheaper than the one that was ultimately selected. And that's why even my colleagues on the left, who are supportive of the migrants being here, find this contract to be unacceptable.
And Councilman, just talk to me, where is the money for this program coming from? Because we've heard from the mayor, and who is a Democrat, but saying that, listen, we cannot afford to continue to house migrants. We're seeing a lot of cities that are struggling with this right now, because it does come at a very high cost. So this program is in place to, obviously, we know people need help, but where is the money coming from?
Well, it's coming from the taxpayers of the city of New York. And I mean, and that's the great difficulty here, is that the folks on the left keep trying to say, oh, well, we need to do this more cheaply and more efficiently. But the reality is that the more New York City offers to migrants who are literally just arriving in this country, arriving in our city, the more of an attractive place we come to be for those who are looking for a place to land. Yes, they're coming to America for a lot of different reasons, but why are they choosing New York? And it's because of the generosity that the city has put forward, to the detriment of New York City taxpayers, that we continue to see more and more people come to the city to try to find their home. It's ridiculous to believe that migrants who travel thousands of miles have stop losing the ability to migrate once they get here. If we basically say enough is enough, they'll stop coming here and they'll find different places to go.
And something, Councilman, that we're based here in Chicago. We've certainly seen an influx of migrants as well. And one point that people bring up is that there are certainly a lot of people here in America who are homeless, who are hungry, and are not receiving help. Is that an argument that will always just exist, or is it just apples and oranges?
I think it's a really pertinent argument. I talk to different communities across the city, many of whom communities of color, recent immigrants, first-generation Americans, constituencies that the Democratic Party takes for granted each and every election cycle. And they all say to me, why are these folks getting so much more than they or their forebears ever got once they came to this city? Why are they being treated with special treatment? And so I think there's absolutely a significant grievance across the city, across party lines, and they want these kinds of giveaway programs to end. And they want tax dollars that they put into city coffers to be spent on them and their communities.
And Councilman, my last question for you. We know that something needs to be done, because there are people here who need help. Whether or not it works, certainly we'll see. Do you think we'll see other cities try this new plan that New York City is implementing?
I hope not. I think a lot of cities, see what New York is doing, and they see how we are taking such a disproportionate share of the migrants who are coming across the border, and they see the mistake that it is. So I hope that they don't do this, because it's just going to lead to them, spending good money after bad on folks who have had no connection to the counties or the cities that they're now trying to call home.
Yeah, we will certainly see what happens again with this pilot program. New York City Councilman David Carr, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.